job security and growth is bleak. Again, it wasn't that long ago. I think back just 10 years ago, where many of us either knew people or maybe were in a position ourselves. We were looking to make a job change, not even necessarily to make more money, but just to be more satisfied in our work. You know, that we might just make a lateral move because this might fit a little bit more with what my interests are. That feels so foreign to us right now when we're just so thankful to have a job. You know, if we have a job, and there's many people out there that aren't certain at all that their job is going to be there next year, or maybe not even next month. And that uncertainty, again, directs the decisions that they make. Unemployment as of just last week, weekly jobless claims are at a 9-month high. So it is, we're still struggling. We are not out of this yet. Unemployment. Employers are continuing to postpone hiring decisions. I think a big reason for that, too, and we're going to get into this more, is so much uncertainty of legislation that's being passed out of Washington, D.C., where there are still so many areas that are undefined of how this is actually going to play out and what the implications are going to be for business owners. 9.5% unemployment is unlikely to fall over the short term. That was in the Hill just a week ago. Policymakers did not expect claims to hit $500,000. That was also in the Hill. Current predictions do not see unemployment dropping below 9% through at least June 2011. We had heard some promises that with the stimulus bill we would never go above 8%. Now we're seeing that most likely we're not going to go below 8% at least for another year. 9%. This is underemployment, and what this is recognizing unemployment and people who are working part-time just to pay the bills. So they're taking a job just to get through, but they're still looking for a full-time position. And as you can see, you know, the darker line, the top line is unemployment. The bottom line is the lighter green line is underemployment. They meet basically, you just see how it's stalled there for the last months. And what that is, it's almost 18.3% of people are either unemployed or underemployed right now. That's a huge number. We feel that with the struggle that we see with the people around us. Incomes aren't growing. Growth isn't happening. Private companies have all but frozen their hiring. Washington Post, August 13th of 2010. No doubt that a slowdown is well underway. The odds of a renewed recession remain uncomfortably high. New York Times, August 8th, 2010, so just several weeks ago. We just don't know. There's that uncertainty there, and that possibility still remains too high. Disposable incomes. And this plays back into, again, how our economy is doing, how we're feeling, how things are growing. But with no jobs, you know, that we're seeing that stagnation there, no home equity, no security, no labor growth means no spending on local goods and services, or very little. Everything is protected. It's almost in this self-preservation mode that we're in right now. And this is a very simple graph, but it's how things should be working. You have job growth, incomes grow, people are confident with their income, so they spend, purchasing things for themselves, for their family, for their house, for their community. We see economic growth in the community, which creates more job growth. We see just the ball rolling and increasing our prosperity. Unfortunately, this isn't happening. A lot of the reason why this isn't happening, I really want to transition into this, is misguided policies, I believe, in Washington, D.C. Misguided economic policies advocated by the Obama administration and congressional Democrats have increased taxes on companies that are taking a major toll on hiring decisions by business leaders. This was Karen Kerrigan, who's the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Council president. So what's Washington doing? They're discouraging hiring by pushing the wrong agenda. Card check, as many of you have heard about this, but this is one of the fundamental principles that we enjoy as Americans. It is a secret ballot to be able to go in and vote our conscience, whether it's for our elected officials or whether it's to enter a union. And card check is doing away with that. It would allow further strong-arming of pushing unionization into businesses and would be devastating to many small businesses and medium-sized businesses and even large businesses. Cap and trade will cripple manufacturing. Expiring tax credits and the death tax hurt investments, savings, and especially hurts farmers and small businesses. Countless anti-job provisions in the health care bill. We'll talk about this a little bit more, but the 1099 requirement, the additional taxes, all of these things hurt economic growth. It's misguided policies that head in the wrong direction.